And welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well today. And this episode is going to promise to be an extremely action-packed one. And not only action-packed, but I think this is going to be a really good episode to give anybody, particularly anybody who might be new to watching these series, a good sense of just how strong these Ultra Garrison mods that we're using are going to be, because we have not one, not two, but three different siege battles, or at least minor settlement battles, plus a siege battle. No, I guess maybe they're all minor settlement battles. Anyway, I don't remember off the top of my head, but anyway, we've got three different minor settlement battles and or walled city battles that we're going to be fighting probably in the next turn or maybe the next two turns. And they're going to take a while because they are big and they are much, much tougher than they normally would be in vanilla. One of them is down here where we have Khazrak himself laying siege to what was once a dwarven city but is now a wood elf city settlement. And you can see, even though it's a minor settlement, that's quite a garrison. Even though we've been sieging it down for a couple turns, it's a little bit damaged, but that's quite a good garrison that they've got there. It's not going to be super easy because even though Khazrak himself is here, most of our, we got a couple of Bestigors, but most of our units are just really not all that great. Even the Bestigors aren't particularly good. We're going to have to rely very heavily on our characters. And so that's the first one of the minor settlement battles. That'll be the first one that we fight, I think. But then we're going to have one right here as well, with Robku, who has got some Minotaurs, but also a lot of chaff. He's also got a Cygor. He himself is only level 13. This is going to be a little bit tougher, I think, because it's the same garrison, which, again, fairly tough for a minor settlement. And his army overall is not going to be as strong as Khazrak's because he doesn't have the high-level characters. And then the third one that we know of is right here with Gua. This ought to be a much easier battle than the other two, except that the enemy garrison is much stronger. So, again, it looks like, let me just double check here. Yeah, it's just a minor settlement battle, but we've got some good units here. We got some chariots. We've got some feral manticores. We got some giants. We got some chaos spawn, and then we got some fairly low tier units, but are high rank. So anyway, we'll do that one after we do the Khazrak one. So that's three of our four armies right there. Then our fourth army is where? Over here, chasing Emperor Karl Franz here. We're going to scare him out of our territory. He doesn't dare fight us. We will absolutely wreck him if he does. But he's been raiding us, so we got to make it a priority to chase him off.
Do not take me for a fool.
Do not take me for a fool. This just goes to show how difficult of a campaign it has been for Karl Franz, mostly because of us, because we keep defeating him over and over again. He's only level 10. We're on turn 100, and he's at level 10, because he's probably spent half the game not on the map, because he's been recovering from wounds that we have given him. Anyway, we're unfortunately not going to be able to fight him this turn, but we can do these others. So let's go ahead and do our Khazrak fight here. Again, this is a Pyrrhic victory. If we were to fight this using Auto Resolve, we wouldn't lose any units, but we would obviously suffer some heavy casualties. I think it's going to be exactly the same layout as the one that we just looked at, pretty much. Okay, let's go ahead and fight it. And yeah, this is going to be, for anyone who's not familiar with these, it's going to be a real eye-opener, because these defending units are going to be much, much tougher than they normally would be in vanilla. They have bonuses to leadership, bonuses to melee attack, bonuses to melee defense, probably others as well. They might even have ward save, I'm not sure. But we'll do what we can. I think what we want to do, start deployment. I think we probably want to divide them up, kind of do like I've done before, and get, let's see here, only you guys can be Vanguard, but you three back here. Then we'll get our, let's see, we'll get you guys, this many of you, with 2 of you. You're going to be my 3 here in the middle. You can all be Vanguard deployment. And I'm going to go ahead and get you 2 more like so. In fact, you guys are my 7. My 3s here, we're just going to get all you guys running forward. The spears actually, not you. I want you to be a little bit separate. So you're now on 4. You're not on 3 anymore. So 3 is just going to be my non-spear melee infantry. And then finally here, we're going to do the same thing. You guys are going to be my 5. Backed up by these 2. And him. And you 2 can be 6. And you can be 8. And, oops. Yeah, sorry. I meant for both of you to be 6. There we go, much better. All right, I think we're good to go now. Let's go ahead and open up with 3 and just kind of go from there. Okay, so 3, you guys. This is not working. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let's go ahead and get you on the Great Stag Knights if possible. 5. You guys go ahead and come this way if they're not going to block us. Okay. Thought I selected everybody there, but apparently not. Okay, now 1. Let's go and get all you guys heading in this way. Khazrak. This is probably where I most need my spearmen, but oh well. Let's go ahead and use everything we got here. You guys go ahead and clear out those Glade Guard. You get in here as well. Okay, Khazrak, go to work, go to town on them if you will. Now, my 3s here, how are you guys all doing? Let's make sure all of you are fighting something. Great Stag Knights. Where's my 4? Treekin, you can fight the Treekin. I don't want Touched by the Moon. Let's go ahead and get you on them. You guys around behind if you can. I really hate how I can't draw my lines out very well inside settlements. You go ahead and fight on them. You're on them. You can now close in on those guys from behind. 5. You get on them. You get over here. You 2. You guys get on the Treekin from behind if you would. Okay, you move up. You can move over. You're doing fine where you are. Okay, back to 1 right here. Let's go ahead and... What are we fighting here? We're fighting a Tree Man. Let's get a Spirit Leech on him. Followed by a Fey Tribune on him. He should not last too much longer after that, I wouldn't think. Let's go ahead and do this as well. And let's go ahead and get you taking these guys out. Khazrak, finish him off if you would. Okay, and then you two go ahead and get on the treekin. How are we doing back here? We're losing in the middle. That's not really terribly surprising to me. Hit those Way Watchers. How are you guys doing? You're doing fine. Get over here. We took over this right here. Let's go back here. In fact, go ahead and try to take that central point. How are we doing? You kind of maybe come in from this flank. You kind of come in on that flank. You from this flank. How are we doing over here? We got to take that over. Let's get in there. You guys, it looks like they're broken there, so that's good. Get one of you get on them, maybe. Actually, both of you get on him. We'll take this spot over, and that will destroy that barricade. Khazrak, you could go ahead and regenerate at this point. Let's go ahead and get you on them. And let's do a Fate of Buna on... Okay, I think it looks like everybody's about to break. There we go. Very good. So it was... Maybe I overestimated them a little bit, but we did take some fairly significant damage there. However, they did give up a little bit easier than I expected them to. So that gives me a little bit more optimism about the other two sieges. So we'll go ahead and jump into the second siege almost right away. And we have, I believe, an objective for this particular settlement. I should have double checked what exactly it was. I assume it is a raise objective, but I can't remember for sure. I'd hate to raise it and then find out later I was just supposed to sack it. Or though, actually, can beastmen even sack settlements? I'm not sure if they can. I think it's just a question of just how much, just what type of raising we want to do. Okay. So we got decent dread. We got some decent loot. We got a level. Very good. And yeah, all we can... I think what we'll do... We still can't raise the herdstone, unfortunately. So we will... I don't think we really need to loot and raise. The problem is when I do raise in advance, it has a tendency to quote-unquote advance me in the opposite direction of where I want to go. So I think it's going to advance me way to the south into Bretonnian territory, which is not where I want to be. So I'm going to go ahead and do the... Wait a minute, how much... We do get a bonus to our casualty replenishment rate, however, if we do that. Let's try and let's regret it after I click on this. Because I do need the casualty replenishment after that fight. But exactly as I expected, it launched me way in the opposite direction of where I wanted to go. So, yay, I guess. Okay, let's see here. We have a rank. We've got our red line as much as we need it to be. We've got almost all of our yellow line that we need. I guess it wouldn't hurt to take uncanny senses. I could probably, actually, before I do that, let me just double check here. Income from raiding, income from post-battle loot is probably going to be better for us because we are constantly fighting battles. Casualty replenishment rate is probably quite good. We can get that up to 3%, which is good for us. with the mods that we're using. And attrition, that's actually not too bad either. Control -8 is not that big of a deal, but the additional attrition suffered by the defender is pretty good. This plus 15% casualty replenishment rate, that's definitely really good. Wait a minute, it's only for the Lord. Never mind, that's not great. Lightning Strike can be good, but we do rely on ambushes an awful lot. Corruption, Gathering of Beasts, that's just a horde recruitment capacity. That's not really all that valuable. Ambush success and defense chance, that's pretty good. Children of Chaos. Okay, we will take the blue line, but we're going to go ahead and take Uncanny Senses right now first. Now, our Bray Shaman of Death here. I have given you pretty much everything in the blue line that I care about. It's much too late for us to worry about hastening challenges. Don't really care about the corruption spreading. We don't have any problems with that. I think at this point, we're back to just filling in the magic that we haven't maxed out. So I guess why not? We'll do that. Guraz is now finally immortal, so that's very nice. Let's go ahead and give him, I think, Deadly Blade. Okay. All right, and now we do have some movement left, so let's go ahead. We don't need to do any recruiting. How many turns do we have? We've got 1 turn left for giants and chaos spawns. We've got 1,500. Let's go ahead and do, I don't need more than 16. I really don't. That's so many already. Okay, not going to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and move. I guess we have to move towards here, which means we're going to end up moving a little bit closer in this turn in regular stance. Next turn we'll have to switch to using the beast paths and jump over the mountains probably to get there a little bit faster. You have already moved as fast as you can. Eilhart is in no danger of being attacked by Emperor Karl Franz. He would not dare. You are going to go ahead and start your siege. Oh. No, I guess you already were sieging, weren't you? Okay, no, you continue to encircle because you need a little bit more replenishment before I want to fight this with you. Although, I don't know. Let's see how this other battle goes first before I decide for sure on this one. We get an arcane item, Skull of Katam here. Damage per second is really good, but it causes damage to self. I don't like things that cause damage to self. There's the objective that we finally got resolved. Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look here. Robku. Pyrrhic victory. We would lose a bunch of units if we used auto-resolve. We already know it's the same map. I think we're going to do it. Fight battle. Better units than Khazrak's army, except that the characters, the Lord and the one hero, are not nearly as good. The giants are going to be very vulnerable to his archers, so we're going to have to use our speed to our advantage against them. So let's focus first of all on that aspect of our army. We've got flying units galore. So we're going to get you guys on 5, you guys on 6. Here, 5, let's put you here. 6, let's put you here. And 7, we'll put you here. And then we can fly them pretty quickly to anywhere on the map. I'm guessing if I overload this left flank, then they won't have very much over here, which means we can maybe sneak. Can you guys hide? Is there anywhere to hide over here? Are you hidden there? You are not. Are you hidden there? You are not. There's nowhere to hide over here. Okay. You guys get over here in the middle. We'll run you around. No, we won't. Those aren't the right units to try to do that with. Let's go ahead and get you guys, all of the super fast guys here on 4. Line you up over here. We're going to race you around to the right side of the map. The giants. Do I only have 2 giants here? Why did I think I had more than 2? It's alright. Anyway, you are a Bray Shaman of Death, but you are on a chariot as well. So we're going to group you in with 4. And then you... Now we're going to get you on 4. You're now the leader of 4. You are my 1 because you're the Lord. Okay. And we'll get the giants over here. Along with the chaos spawn. You guys... What are we looking at? We've got a 4. We've got 5, 6, 7. You guys are going to be my 8. And you're going to start out over here and just like... Actually, no, you can be a part of 4 as well. You guys, you're... Why are you not joining 4? Ungroup. Join 4, please. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and get... I think as long as we get you over here as well now, I think we can go ahead and do this. We're going to start with 4. Start battle. All of you guys head on over here now. You guys start moving forward. You guys go ahead and be the ones to charge in. Okay, 7. Let's get you over here. 6 over here. 5 over here. Let's see how they adjust to all that. And then finally 1. You get in here. We don't have a lot of winds of magic, so I'm not going to... Okay, why did you guys stop? Go and get in on them. You on them. You on them. Okay, 4, you guys keep going up this way now. Alright, now you guys have pulled many of them over this way. Fly back over here and start hitting these guys from behind. Okay, you, Mr. Giant, you've taken quite a bit of damage. I may have to pull you out. Let's go ahead and get a debuff here. Okay, my 5s, you guys on them. 6, you guys on them. 7, you guys on them. 4, how we doing here? Chaos Warhounds, make sure you're both inside there, please. The rest of you here, go ahead and get on those dryads. That's fine. Where are you at? You can go ahead and get on in on them. Oh, you've taken quite a bit of damage. Let's get you back. Okay, my giants here. Alright, so here's my Chaos Warhounds. Took care of business there. You guys go ahead and get on there if you can. Everybody here. Go ahead and take out these take out those great stag knights. Okay, my 5s, you guys are doing all right. My 6s, you guys on them. 7s. My giants. Try to take out that treeman if you can. My chaos spawn. Try to take out those wildwood rangers. Okay, somebody here is going into rampage mode. Okay, you're taking that out. That's good. See if you can join them, because I don't want you fighting them. For sure. Okay, how we doing here? My giants. Okay, my harpies. Let's go ahead and get you guys on those way watchers. 5. 5, you guys get up in the air. 6, you guys get up in the air. You guys stay on them. You guys on them. 5, can you guys please get up in the air like I asked you to? Probably not. Why would they want to do what I asked them to? That's just crazy talk, Michael. Okay. We think we got the central point here. So that's good. Let's go ahead and try to get you guys around onto that point. We're winning here, it looks like, but taking serious damage. Yeah, you guys decided to just stay where you were and ignore my orders and fight on the ground against units that you're not better than. None of which is terribly shocking. My harpies, at least you guys sort of did what I asked. Okay, you guys can actually get in on them now. Here we go. You're able to get in. You can now come up here. Okay, you turn around, help out here, please. Okay. 4s. Did we win over here? Mostly, but it's not over yet. What about you guys? You should be engaged with... Here, make sure that you're taking over that control point. 5s. You guys see if you can take them out, please. 6. You guys see if you can take them out as well. 7. I lost a harpy unit. I can absolutely live with that. 1. You've taken an awful lot of damage. It is time for you to get back out again. You have no heal. Okay, all of you on 4, try to get in here. I'm surprised they haven't completely shattered at this point. I think that might be it. There we go. Okay, end battle. Well, we didn't suffer a whole lot in the way of losses, but that was still a challenging fight. I think the thing that is very clear here is this is a hammer and anvil unit without the anvil. Almost all of these units are really better for hammering. Really, just my giants and my chaos spawn are the sort of thing that I would normally try to use to lock down enemy troops, while we use our faster units to flank. So I might have to think that through in terms of the army composition here. Okay, we have, again, pretty good dread, pretty good favor, very good experience, and a gift of chaos. We'll take it, and we'll give it to... Let's give it to... Let's give it to our chaos spawn. Okay. And can we raise a herdstone? Yay! We can raise a herdstone, thank goodness. It's been a long time since we've been able to do that. Okay. Gained a couple more ranks. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. Okay. Grimhold. Let's look at your blood grounds here first of all. It does not include Khazrak Norn, which we are about to hit with Robku's army. So that means we might be able to raise a herdstone there as well. I don't really see why we wouldn't be able to. Okay, and this is Athelorn as well in here, and then this is Orion. So best to pay attention to that. None of that is, however, in our blood grounds. This right here is in our blood grounds, so that'll be a good place to hit again as well. So let's go ahead and, in anticipation of that, since this reduces missile damage for enemy towers in siege battles, I don't think we're going to have much of those in this particular blood grounds. So we'll do this, and we'll of course do this because we want to have line of sight over all the regions. That's pretty much a must-have everywhere. Okay. Very good. And let's go ahead and give you your skill ups if I can click on you. Okay. 13,000. For some reason, you sort of look invisible on our screen. I don't understand why that would be. Why are you invisible? I at least can see his nameplate, but the army itself is missing. Oh well, hopefully that doesn't last for very long. Okay, so I'm giving you Beast Lord's Lash, which is a bonus for Chaos Warhounds, Razor Gore Herd, Feral Manticores, and Harpies. That's my hammer units, but I do need, like I said, I do need some anvil units in this army as well. But for now, we'll go ahead and keep giving the hammer some boosts. Let's give you... Oh, and this boosts the chariots. Razor Gore chariots, okay. And Tuskor chariots. Okay, good to know. Let's give you call to Morsleeb here. And these are all Tuskor when what we really want are Razor Gore. So let's... What was that? Oh, I accidentally clicked on Save Character. That's dumb. Okay. Yeah, so which one gives us access to the chariots? I'm going to have to look at my building browser here. I don't see which building. There we go. There we go. Razor Gore chariots. So this is one that we need. For sure, and then we have to get that one as well. And that's as high as it goes, so there's no real rush to get our main horde building up to tier 5. And as mentioned, we really could stand to get some anvil units, except that if we walk this army along beside another army, maybe we can use the other army. Like the Minotaurs can be our anvil, and then our chariots can be the hammer. That works for me. So what is this? Oh, that's for the Feral Manticores. Okay. That's fine. However, what that does mean is we got to give... Is that Freakish Mutations? No. Where are the Manticores? Yeah, the Manticores. Surely... Oh, it's right there. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, so he's going to go ahead and give the boost to them. It's just that our hero unit does not give the boost to the Manticores. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now, finally, we've got you. You are a hero. You're level 9. What can you do to them? Block army, 64%. Might be worth doing just to get the experience. Doesn't really cost that much, but no. We've got Wurzag. Never mind, we have 0% chance of doing that. Really? He's level 9 and I'm level 9. And that's a 0% chance to wound him? That's crazy. And we even have 2 points in wound and 3 points in specialist. Why on earth is it that low? Does it tell me here? Base chance, the target's effects are minus 58%. So he's got something about him that really is debilitating for our agent actions. Okay, well, that's fine. We are going to... We're going to get him up over here then. We can block the army of Karl Franz if he tries to keep running away. That is once we catch up to him. Okay, so now you've moved your maximum movement. You have moved your maximum movement. You have occupied territory. You are laying siege. I think we may give this one more turn. Minotaurs. Pretty low rank Minotaurs for the most part. Yeah, we're going to give one more turn for a little bit of additional replenishment and a little bit of attrition for them. And then we'll hit them next turn. Okay, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy. Athelorn is in very bad shape right now. Our diplomacy, even though they have no army at all, they would rather be destroyed, I suppose, than sue for peace. Makes perfect sense. Okay, where's Maternus Hard at? Okay, he's pretty far away. Authorities End, we need to defeat Emperor Karl Franz. Well, we're going to try to if he lets us. If he lets us catch up to him. We need to recruit another chariot, and we need to win this quest battle. And I need to refresh my memory on... Okay, that is a fairly imposing looking... Fairly, not terribly, but fairly imposing looking army, considering that we know there's going to be reinforcements. So we should at least be a little bit more replenished before we do that. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, doesn't really affect us. Reichland, sure enough, he's running away. That's what we expected. It's got a hero kind of lingering. Another one. He's got himself several settlements, so he's not exactly in good shape, but he's still existing. We got Wurzag. That's fine. He's not really bothering us very much. All he's doing is running around from one ruins to the next, scouting them all. Okay, Athelorn's got one army here that doesn't amount to very much. That all he can do is raid. That's fine. We'll deal with him later. I really, now that I've got another Herdstone, I probably should double check to see if I can recruit another lord yet. Bretonia, they did not declare war on us. I'm sure they are tempted to, though, because they're quite strong and they've got to hate us. Okay, present in regions during building construction. That's cool. We'll definitely take that. The construction cost is decent. The income is nothing for us. All right, raid Waterfall Palace. Okay, if I can remember to do that, we will do it. Archaon and Tsarina Katarine have gone to war. Construction complete. Okay, that's our chariots building. Factions encountered. We got Nagash. Ooh, and we got Ikiclaw. Very interesting. Alright. Khazrak. How many turns? 3 turns until the full moon. How much is it for us to increase our Bestigors? 500 to increase it by 1. This is why I'm hoping to get a full moon to help us reduce that expense. Let's go ahead and use the beast paths here. Or alternatively, yeah, no, using the beast paths is definitely the fastest way to get up here. We're still going to be stuck in Bretonnian territory for the time being, but it is what it is. If I can actually select a place to go. There we go. All right. Yeah, very interesting. Got, still have Grom the Paunch over here. He looks like he's doing pretty much okay. I thought that he was in really bad shape. Grom, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're not doing great, that's for sure. You're at war with Bretonnia, and Bretonnia is doing quite well, although they're actually not as strong as I thought they were. Okay, they have 11 settlements, but they're only strength 20, so we are actually stronger than they. Alright, Gua, you are still invisible. We're going to have to do something about that. You also... You don't need to stay where you are, but what you do need to do is get your get this building up to 3. So we're going to move you. We're going to move you towards. Actually, I don't think we need to move you towards anywhere. I think we're going to have you jump over the mountains. We're not going to do it just yet, though, because I don't want to be in enemy territory while I'm getting my horde worked out correctly. So we will replace probably, I don't exactly know yet what. We'll replace something. No, you know what? Let's wait until we lose them in battle because they're pretty high rank. And we know that... Let's take this out. Let's go ahead and switch you into using the beast paths. Let's jump you over to here. And starting next turn, you can raid. Okay, these are going to be really, really tough, aren't they? Yes, they are. Well, we'll find out just how tough they are next turn. I could raid, I could go ahead and lay siege. Meanwhile, you, I want to continue to have you... Oh, you can almost reach. Actually, maybe you can reach. I couldn't tell. 55%. Let's try it. It looks like you might be able to reach. I don't see red. Block army success. Very good. And we succeeded in a challenge. Okay, well, that is good for us because we are going to run him down next turn. The only question is, which stance do we want to be in? I don't see any reason to not be in raiding stance just for the experience and the Winds of Magic, because we are going to end our turn in Marienburg here. And I don't think there's much chance that he's going to attack us. He's got Cav, which can kind of run circles around us, except that we do have a couple of fast units here, so yeah, I just cannot imagine he would attack us. So that would be nice. Khazrak, we've already moved you. Okay, Robku, your turn. I think I said this is the turn that we're going to go ahead and fight this battle. And let's do it. This time we would lose 7 units, but they would be non-Minotaur units, so we don't really care if we lose them. I want to see how well these Minotaurs do in against these units, against fairly tough opponents here. The Treekin, the Stags. He's got 1 tree man. Is the plural of Minotaurs Minotaurs, or is it Minotaur? Would you say I have 5 Minotaur or 5 Minotaurs? Anyway, okay, let's this time let's put everybody up front. You guys can all be Vanguard. You can be Vanguard as well. You might be able to hide in the trees. You cannot hide. I guess chariots can't hide. That I guess that makes sense. Let's get the chariots up here. Mr. Cygor. Got trees in the way everywhere except for here, so we'll put him over here. You guys are my 3. Doombull and Gorbull, you are my 1. We want you guys all here. We will go ahead and get you guys up here as well, but we're going to have them... Actually, let's put them here. We're going to have them run around this way, which means I'm going to do the same thing with you. You guys are my 5. And you're my only flying unit. We'll leave you back until I have a great use for you. Okay, I think that's everybody. So we're going to start out with one... We're going to start out with all these guys moving forward. Except for the Cygor. Not the Cygor. Everybody else moves forward. Now my 5s, you guys, over here. You guys, actually, here, let me do this. No, didn't mean to do that. You 3 can keep shooting. You guys, all right, never mind, they're moving around now, so that's fine. Now you can charge in. Okay, you guys, charge in. Okay, you guys all on those Way Watchers, you go ahead and do your thing. Let's go ahead and get you on the Treekin. Are any of these guys anti-large? They are all armor piercing. There you go. You're anti-large. You're anti-large. You get on the Treekin. Okay, my 4s. I don't have 4s. Where's my cavalry? Go ahead and let's try to get you guys in on them. You go ahead and hit them. You go ahead and hit them as well. Okay, you guys just try. You just stay on those Treekin. You 3 can shoot at somebody who's not in the trees. That's fine. You can shoot them from the rear. That works for me. Meanwhile, up here, what are you doing? Why are you attacking a barricade? Oh my goodness, you idiots! Okay. Looks like we're winning over there on the left flank. You guys are about to take that. Let's go ahead and get you moving up here. Think that'll convert before you leave. Sure enough, okay. Right here, we're not doing too great, but it's fine. How are we doing here? Let's go ahead and get you guys on them. Harpies, you get back there on them too. That's a good use for you. You guys are a little bit dinged up. I'm going to have to... keep an eye on you. But you are winning at least, so that's a good sign. It's here in the middle that's going to be the last holdouts. Okay, you actually pull back and then get on them over here. You guys are clearing that control point, so that's good. Okay, very good. Now you can get on them. How are we doing up here? Let's go ahead and let's get you in the middle to make sure we take this over. You guys head around here. You guys get on them. You go ahead and get on them. We might lose some units, but quite frankly, I'm fine with that. There we go. Maybe we won't lose any units. All right, end battle. Okay, this time we did suffer more casualties than they did, but it's really just our chaff units. I'm going to be replacing them with Minotaurs in the long run anyway. Okay, another 93 dread. I won't say no to that. Another 2,000 favor. 4,000 experience. I think I will go ahead and merge these units. Let's go ahead and raise another Hearthstone. We got ourselves an enchanted shield. Very nice. We got a couple of ranks. Okay. How are we doing on our victory condition meanwhile? We're 3 away from a short victory, which is an additional plus 30 per turn. Winds of Magic. That will be very nice. And that means it'll be a good time for us to recruit some additional Bray Shaman. I just want to wait until we see what units are available. Okay, so this is not a high priority. This is not a high priority. This you've already maxed out. This you've maxed out. Okay, so Robku's looking okay. Let me check my... I've got 4 armies. Could I recruit another army? A good place to do it would be... Thank goodness we can now see Gua again. He's not invisible anymore. I think this looks like a decent place to see if we can recruit a Lord. Nope, we're at 4 out of 4. Somewhere, and I don't remember where, but somewhere it tells us how many Hearthstones we have before we get an additional Lord. Could it be under Dread? No. Maybe up here? Army capacity plus 3. Okay, so right here. We need to get above 220 in order to get another army going. And we're currently sitting on 164. Okay. So we got a little bit of work to do for that. Karak Norn, you... Okay, this is interesting. So you actually do include Waterfall Palace and Crag Halls of Findal in your blood grounds. So we definitely want to get this going. Missile damage minus 30% for enemy towers. And I don't think I need that. I'm tempted to just go ahead and get this. I could increase casualty replenishment, but I think I'm a big fan of having visibility on the enemy, so that's what we'll do. All right. Very good. We're coming up on an hour, but we got a little bit more time here. I think we can do one more end turn at the very least. I guess everybody has moved. We just have to give you some ranks, some skills. Let's give you Banquet of Flesh. And let's give you... Let's give you Uncanny Senses or Gouge Tusks. Definitely not this. You probably already have. You've already got 350 AP weapon damage. I really wish they would fix things like this because, come on, plus 15 armor-piercing weapon damage when you already start with 350. It's just not worth a point. And like this, thick-skinned, 3 points to get 15 armor when you're starting out with 125. It's just silly. Okay, spell resistance it is. Let's check our diplomacy. Ooh. Clan Scryer is actually, they have 8 settlements. They're strength rank 13, and they don't hate us. That, I can foresee a possibility that we may have an option for friendship with them, and I'm not sure whether we would want to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and end our turn. Let this end turn play out. I'm a bit battled out for one episode anyway. I'm kind of overheating a little bit. I don't know what it is about Warhammer, but when I fight battles, it's like my internal temperature rises a little bit. And I always kind of have to take off a shirt or turn on a fan or something whenever I'm done playing this. Okay, Reichland. There's good old Boris. He managed to take one of Festus's settlements. Too little, too late, Reichland. I'm sorry. And meanwhile, Karl Franz, how far can you get away from us? Whatever it is, it better not be far enough. For some reason, we didn't even get to see him move. Okay, we got Wurzag here. Hey, what a surprise. He's performing scout ruins against a ruined settlement. Okay. Alrighty, Athelloren. Perhaps you may come to regret having declared war on us. Now you're in march stance instead of raiding. It's interesting. I think at this point Khazrak has pretty much decided death to all wood elves. They're just not trustworthy. Well, trust is not the right word to use. Their interests are very much unaligned with ours. Ooh, hello. Who are you? I don't recognize that symbol. That, I believe, was the changeling. Okay, Averheim receives a plague. We don't care. It doesn't affect us. It must have been hung. That's who it was. Okay, got our buildings. We got war between Cathay and Dolgan. Who cares? Skarsnik and... Is that Vlad? I think that's Vlad. Okay. All right, so starting at the beginning of the next episode, we will head up here, lay siege to this. We are okay. He had no choice. He knew he couldn't get away, so he went into fortify stance. Probably not a bad decision, but it's obviously not going to help him. We're going to destroy Emperor Karl Franz at the beginning of the next episode, and down here we will we'll probably raid and give this army time to come down and help out. Or no, we may go ahead and lay siege just to start causing some attrition, maybe. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. And yeah, so just basically more of the same. This campaign is unfortunately the worst performing of any of the campaigns on the channel. I just have to assume that it's either Khazrak himself or maybe it's Beastmen in general that don't get people jazzed up, which I don't understand because I think the Beastmen are pretty awesome. But it is at this point turning into a little bit of a steamroll. I do want to go to war with another faction that's quite strong here very soon, just to kind of spice it up a little bit. I don't think this campaign is going to be broken by the DLC that's going to drop, the Thrones of Decay, next week, but we shall find out. But assuming that it does not, then I will certainly continue this one at least a little bit further. I don't know how much further. And anyway, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, if there is another episode.